Welcome back to another edition of the My Wife Thinks podcast. It's me, Jordan Macon.
I'm me, the wife.
The wife?
Yeah, my wife thinks I'm the wife.
Oh, is that what that
I also
title
have a
is?
name. It's Adrienne.
Is that what we call it this?
I think initially, but who knows at this point?
I just think the audience might be getting tired of what you think.
Then what are we doing?
They don't really tune into My Wife Thinks to see what my wife thinks.
Then why are they tuning in?
I don't know.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure it out. Well, we just had Thanksgiving.
We did.
And we hosted.
We did.
My parents, my grandma, my brother, and your brother.
Yeah.
7 people.
Including ourselves, yes.
Thanksgiving dinner.
It was, I don't know, how did you feel about it?
I think it was an unmitigated success.
Really? You're saying something nice to me right now? I love this.
Well, yeah. You
Keep going. No. What was like your favorite part?
I was just going to say when you're doing kitchen stuff, it's good.
There it is.
When you're doing man's jobs like talking. Men's jobs are to talk, women are to actually do things.
Oh, okay.
But
that actually explains a lot.
The glory still goes to the man.
For both the talking and the things that get done?
I learned this by watching a lot of movies from the 1950s.
Oh, good. Yeah. I think that really taught you, some valuable lessons there. No, I was not the only one doing things. There's a lot of prep work when you host. But I kind of like hosting. I like the convenience of having it at our house so we get to call the shots. I think the control is what I like. But it was fun. And this year was much better than last year, which I was super sick. And then we had our friend in town and she ended up having COVID. So that was just kind of a thumbs down.
And you and I were in a fight.
Yeah. So it was just like a true Thanksgiving. Family fighting, but then pretending to smile next to all of the other family and taking pictures. And I felt miserable, but I looked cute.
That's true. So it was a much better Thanksgiving than last year. I think it's our best Thanksgiving as a married couple. I'll say it right here on the podcast.
I actually agree with that. I do.
Because I don't really remember the rest. There was last year that was sick and fighting. There was one year.
There's one year at your mom's that was really fun. And it was like we did bunko and stuff.
Oh, was that Thanksgiving?
Uh-huh.
My family is a bunko family.
Which I had never even heard of bunko before I moved to Utah.
It's pretty fun, though.
Yeah, it is. I like that the losers get a prize, too. I never win at bunko.
But only like the last place winners.
Yes, but that's the one that's pertinent to me. So you took last place? I think I was second to last. I think Natalie took last place. And she was really upset about it until she realized that she got first pick of prizes. And she was like, oh, this is the best.
So you're not even good at losing all the way.
Yeah, second place loser. Yep, that's me.
Anything
Follow
else you want
for
to
more
say
tips. No, I just wanted to say thank you because usually I am the main cooker of food in our home. We have talents and we divide and conquer. And this year, the green bean casserole was all you, my friend.
Hey, thanks. You wanted to give me a lot of credit at dinner, which I was not totally comfortable with because you just told me what to do and I just did it.
Yes, and I said that's the exact same thing as just following a recipe. Like you still made it. I didn't touch it.
You're like a living recipe.
Yes, because I don't write my recipes down, so I just had to verbally tell you.
I know, so you should
It's like an oral history, oral tradition.
You should get at least 60% of the credit.
Usually I would say yes, because you never give me enough credit. But this one, I think I put it in the oven once, but you did everything. So hats off to you. Green bean casserole is like my favorite part of Thanksgiving. And
you trusted
I'm not going
me
to lie,
with it.
I kind of have perfected the green bean casserole.
You mean I have?
I did, and I did it so well that I could actually teach it to you.
But I'm accepting all the credit now.
Well, this year you did compile it, yes.
But the most recent year.
But the thing is that your mom at the table was like, Adrienne, you outdid yourself. This green bean casserole is the best green bean casserole I've ever tasted. And I was like, actually, Jordan made it.
And I wasn't mad at the time. And now I am.
Why?
I'm going to call my mom and tell her she should have been thanking me.
I'm the one that said that in the moment.
Yeah,
and then
but at
she
the
went,
time,
"Oh, Jordy, good job."
I wasn't convinced. You've convinced me that I should have credit for it.
Okay.
So I'm really upset now.
Well, great.
And we're going to get my mom on the line.
Perfect.
Right
Let's
now.
call Tammy in.
I just want to point
we did a
out.
lot for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I would make messes. You would clean them up. You peeled yams.
I would say skin them. You don't peel a yam.
No, you peel yams.
You skin it.
No, you peel potatoes. You peel
No,
yams.
you skin potatoes.
Oh, that sounds
You're
awful.
slicing its skin off. Sit.
It's peeling. You use a peeler.
Bananas you peel.
Okay, that's actually a good point when you put it in perspective of bananas, but you're still wrong. Like it's still, you're peeling them.
What are you peeling off?
Stop it.
No, tell me. What are you peeling off?
Okay, you're peeling off the skin of
So
a
you're
potato.
skinning them.
You're peeling them.
No, because a banana, you peel off the peel.
Jordan, I'm not making the rules.
skin-
I'm just telling you what they are.
You peel, and you skin skins, and that's how God intended.
Praise be. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. 2 weeks late.
This is your first time wearing headphones, and I feel like it's making you more timid.
I don't feel more timid.
Is my voice too dominant right now?
No, I'm trying to I'm trying not to get too intense. Guys, I got so excited about these stupid headphones. In fact, it's been kind of a point of contention the last few that we've been filming this season, right? And then Jordan had these headphones mostly because he does 100% of the production work. I am the podcast princess. I arrive, I speak, and then he does everything else. But I was like, "Oh, you have headphones? Why don't I have headphones?" So then he ordered me headphones.
But the reason you didn't have headphones because I didn't think you could, battle the power of my voice in your ears.
Your voice was already in my ears, but now it's just crisper. But so is mine.
Yeah. So you're doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Do we need a safe word if the headphones get too intense?
Sure. What should it be? Don't say skin.
Skin.
No.
I would like the listeners to chime in. All 7 of you.
What should our safe word be?
No,
You know what?
I want them to chime in on whether you skin a potato or you peel a potato.
We probably have more listeners now because I was going to say we made a clip. We recorded a podcast and you made a clip out of it and you put it on.
I will say you gave me the hashtags to use, though.
I did.
We had one clip on TikTok get almost 275,000 views now. And it's about Taylor Swift's boyfriend. But I don't know if it's translating to listeners of the entire podcast.
I don't know either, but we might have like 1 or 2 new listeners. So hello, welcome.
Yeah, welcome
Any
to the
new
podcast.
wifeys. That's a pretty good conversion rate. 275K views to like 1 to 1.5 new listeners.
You're the one in the business world, so you tell me.
Yeah, great. Sounds great. Wonderful conversion. ROI is top notch.
So I think we covered Thanksgiving.
I just want to say that your grandma was the cutest about Thanksgiving. She came over. His grandma is like a very proper woman. Like you used to have etiquette dinners and stuff at her house.
Yeah. Where she would teach us where to put spoons and forks and who's allowed to eat when and when you can get the food out of the corner of your mouth. And
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. Just
I don't
to
know
see.
if that was it. It was a lot about placement of different size spoons and forks, which is very relevant to our lives now. So I'm very grateful for it. And that's about it.
Yeah. Anyway, she came over and we had called her. She was a little nervous about coming to Thanksgiving. She didn't know if she was fully invited. So we formally called her and said, of course you're invited. Not only are you invited, you're the guest of honor. Like, yes, you're coming. And so she brought a little hostess gift is what she called it while she handed it to me. She was like, I am from the era where this was just an absolute must. And I was like, well, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was very cute. She gave me some autumn pot holders, which now will be put away until next year because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, let's put a plug in that for a little bit.
Christmas?
Yeah, well, this isn't a Christmas episode.
I'm just saying Thanksgiving happened, and so now Christmas is upon us.
Yeah, but that's not what this episode is.
Yeah, but this is about what I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking is that Christmas is that Thanksgiving is over, so Christmas is here.
Oh, that's why it's the title of the podcast. Okay, but we should talk. I feel like I'm really annoying you this episode. We should talk.
You just have an agenda, and I just have stream of consciousness. Okay.
I have an agenda.
Yeah, probably.
Like
I don't
what?
know. You usually steer the conversations, and then I just commentate,
Okay.
just like our marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what's up next on the
Well,
docket?
we need to talk about your brother stay with us. You want to tell the story. And you and your brother, you always get your wires crossed. You're never on the same page. So it's always a little bit frustrating for you. And he came over the night before to sleep here and then be here for Thanksgiving.
Because, so he did.
Can I tell let me tell this part.
Okay, sure.
And before he goes to bed at 9:30 p.m.
Well, he was falling asleep on the couch.
I'm just giving them the time frame for this.
Okay, great.
You said, Christopher, you're not allowed to leave your room until 10:30 a.m.
No, because he was falling asleep on the couch. So Jordan, I said 9:30. And so, no, I said 8:30. I was generous.
No, I think you did say 9:30.
He was, our couch reclined. So he's in like a zero gravity position with his eyes closed while we're watching a football game. So I was like, if you're tired, you can go to bed. And Jordan says, yeah, when do you usually go to sleep, Chris? And he was like, well, I'm usually asleep by 9:30 and awake by 5:30. So that set off some alarm bells for me, who I enjoy sleeping in. So I said, okay, Christopher, I just want to be really clear. You cannot move. Like, that is great for you. You cannot leave your room until... Did I say 9:30? I think I said 8:30.
Either way.
It's
an insane thing to say to a person.
And so Jordan was like, you can leave your room.
I was trying to be the voice of reason. I'm like, you can go get breakfast or something.
And then I come in and double down and I
you were
say,
like, no.
Absolutely not. And so Jordan was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I remember waking up for early morning, like Bible study class, like early morning seminary. And we had to be there at 6. So he would wake me up at 5 a.m. singing hymns at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was going to try and wake us up.
Okay, I'm the one that grew up with my brother. And I know that there is no way for him to be awake in a home without waking everybody else up. And so I was coming in very clear with my directions. So the next morning...
So I thought, hey, I was being reasonable. I was being nice. And then at 6:30 a.m.,
maybe a little after that, but yeah, pretty close.
we're watching our neighbor's dog and our dog, and they are let out and are jumping on our beds. And
so
Adrienne
we
goes,
keep them in a kennel. Christopher, Dad! So we keep them in a kennel, and they're best friends, so they like sleep in there together. They love it. But they get excited when people wake up in the morning. So Christopher wakes up and he decides, I'm going to go eat breakfast like my great brother-in-law told me I could do. And since Jordan is the male and patriarch of the home, of course, his words mean more than mine.
Thank you.
So anyway, he gets up and he was like, I'll let the dogs out. So he opens it and the dogs immediately rush to me.
Yeah.
So I was in the middle of actually yelling. Like a pretty intense dream. Like, have you ever been in the middle of a dream where you're like, I'm actually intrigued for where this is going? That was me. And then all of a sudden I have 2 60-pound dogs launching themselves on me.
Yeah. And in that moment, I knew I was right. I mean, wrong. I meant wrong. Wrong to show compassion.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I'm just so used to being right. But
that's
my go-to phrase.
Hard. Yeah, it's hard to deviate from that. Yeah, you were dead wrong. So I screamed, Christopher, Dad.
What time is it?
And he was like, 6:49. And I was like, get them out.
You did.
Yeah. So he
you said
took
it
the
like
dogs.
an evil king in a Lord of the Rings show or something.
I was livid. if it hadn't taken additional energy from me when I wanted to still be asleep, I would have probably killed him. Anyway, that's how Thanksgiving started.
But otherwise, it was good.
My brother, he's a few years older than me too. So this is like, he did the equivalent of like putting his tail between his legs, and I told him, go to your room. And so he lets the dogs out, and then, puts them back in the kennel, and then goes to his room. And then he waits until he can hear me moving around. And like, we got up around like 9:15 or something. I open the kennel for the dogs. And then it's only in that moment where he can tell that I'm already up and talking to the dogs that he then texts me and says, I'm really sorry I woke you up. So I was like, okay.
Way to forgive, babe.
I don't know that I have, but we just didn't talk about it for the rest of the day.
Yeah. The rest of the day went well. Another thing I want to talk about is a couple weeks ago, you were getting ready and you tried out a new outfit. And trying out a new outfit is a vulnerable activity.
Okay, also, I just like almost never get ready. So the fact that I braided my hair and like tried on this new outfit, and I was like, I'm feeling pretty good.
So your outfit was a turtleneck.
A mock neck bodysuit.
What's mock neck mean?
Because it's not like a full turtleneck. It just like only comes up a little bit. So it's like a baby turtle instead of a grandpa turtle.
A tortoise neck.
Oh.
What?
That makes it sound like I have neck wrinkles. I'm like flattening my skin.
Why the difference turtles and tortoises?
I don't know. Turtles are cute. Tortoises are like weird and make gross sex sounds.
Turtles don't?
I don't.
Tortoises are the land ones.
Yeah.
They're cool.
No.
Why not?
I'm more of a turtle girl than a tortoise.
Well, then why'd you wear a tortoise neck and not a turtleneck?
I wore a mock turtleneck.
Okay, we're getting in the weeds here. A turtleneck, mock turtleneck.
Thank you.
Half turtleneck.
It was black, much like the one I'm wearing today, except I can never wear that other bodysuit again.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
And I'm going to tell you why. And then you had jeans on, and then you'd put a necklace over your mock turtleneck.
It's like the gold one. If you're watching the recording, you can see I just never take this one off. And so I like popped it out a little bit over my mock neck.
And legitimately, you look great. But you were giving me, I'm impressed how fast I thought of it. Because I was like, she looks like a hip hop star or something. And then it clicked in my head.
So I had my hair braided and stuff. And I come out of the bathroom and I'm like, hey, babe, how do I look? Because I never get ready. So I'm like, look at you. You married an actual person. And then he was like, you look like a pop star. And I was like, I don't know if that is a compliment. And then he said, no, you look good.
I was trying to place it.
You look good, but can I show you a picture that will both make you laugh and make you hate me?
Because here's the thing. It's not that you didn't look bad. You just happened to be wearing the same outfit as a very old and silly picture of The Rock. But you did not look silly in it. The Rock looks silly in it. And I'll probably put it on the actual thing. But the only thing you were missing is that he's wearing a fanny pack, which I think kind of is the cherry on top of how silly it is.
It solidifies the look for sure.
But that was the look. And it's crazy how spot on you did it. His is a full turtleneck. Yours is a mock turtleneck.
Thank you.
The necklace, his is a little bit blingier.
But I was even wearing like boyfriend jeans that are like, a loose cut. And his jeans, it was stupid. That
so funny.
I had no idea that picture existed. To my knowledge, I've never seen it before. And he was like, you are Dwayne The Rock Johnson right now. But
I knew you'd get mad, but I don't think you should because you look great. And The Rock was my favorite wrestler as a kid. So how lucky am I that my hot wife is dressing up as my favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
So you should have been proud.
You should wear it again. Mortified.
You should wear it again.
In public.
My wife, looking like The Rock.
Great.
Got me all sorts of riled up.
There's don't know how to feel about this still.
I could smell what my wife was cooking.
I knew that was coming.
Did you know that? Did you know it's his catchphrase?
I knew that something about cooking, but I didn't know. I didn't know the full phrase. No.
Well, for a while it was, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And that was more when he was a heel, because he was originally a bad guy when he got famous. Do you know heels and baby faces?
Heels are the bad guys and the baby faces are the good guys.
Good job. You watched Glow. And then when he got cool, it was, so the initial question was, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And the answer was yes, most often. And then he changed it to if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And for some reason that hit harder. Because he would talk smack, I'm going to come, layeth the smacketh down, and I'll get you. Because if you smell, la, 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 la.
Oh my goodness
What
gracious.
The Rock
What is happening?
is cooking. And then he would raise one eyebrow.
Ooh, I can't.
You can't because of the Botox.
Yeah. Wait, let's try.
But I don't really understand the difference. You as a layperson, don't try and hurt your eyebrows anymore.
Thank you.
What does the different phrasing elicit in you? Someone said, do you smell The Rock cooking? Versus, if you smell The Rock is cooking.
I kind of like the can you smell what The Rock is cooking better.
That was neither of the options.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Do you smell?
Oh. I like that one better. But I actually like can best. The one that wasn't the option.
All right. That was a disappointing answer.
Because if sounds just too, I don't know. If you smell it, what? No. Do you smell it? Yeah.
But if you smell it, you know something's happening.
Okay.
You know he's cooking.
I'm not really in the scene, which makes the Rock outfit even worse to me. And Mr. Dwayne The Rock, if you are an avid wifey listener, I'm sorry that I'm not taking this as a compliment.
You should be sorry. Well, I think we have one last thing to talk about before we end this episode. 'Cause I think you're really sick of talking to me right now.
I'm not sick of talking to you.
I can see it in your eyes.
You just like bringing up things that are embarrassing to me.
Well, we're going to continue.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if this is embarrassing to you.
No, this is, I run the kitchen in our home. I choose where everything gets put away. I do the grocery shopping. I have a system, and you're not to mess with it. But Jordan has been spending more time in the kitchen, especially with, like, we did Thanksgiving and we also hosted a Friendsgiving about a week ago. And so I've been relying on him more to help ease some of the kitchen burden. And here's the thing. I recently got a pan from Costco, and it is both beautiful and highly functional. It's non-toxic, no stick. Everything about it is pristine. I love this all-purpose pan. So anytime Jordan even thinks about, like, oh, hey, I'm going to make some eggs for breakfast. Okay, don't use metal on the pan. Like, if you use metal on the pan, you will ruin it forever. And I don't know why this pan means so much to me, but if Jordan even so much as goes into the kitchen, it was like several days in a row where I was like, don't use metal on the pan. And he was like, I'm literally just unloading the dishwasher.
Well, I've used the pan close to 10 times. Uh-huh. And every
Isn't
time,
it amazing though?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing to cook eggs in because it doesn't
No stickage. Everything's
pretty
perfect.
impressive. So I say, hey, can I use that pan? And you say, do
Which,
not.
can we already laugh about that he has to ask permission to use it?
Because ever since you got it,
how do you live with me?
Before I even asked to use it, you're like, oh, look at this pan, look at this pan. If you ever use it, do not use metal on it. Oh, okay. And then
usually
I'm gonna
you exaggerate about what my reactions are. That is not an exaggeration. Like it was like the mom look of like, don't cross me.
I never exaggerate. And especially this time. But so before I even asked to use it. And then I was like, I'm gonna make some eggs. And you said, you should use a pan. I'm like, oh, are you sure that's like your fancy pan? And you said, yes, but do not use metal on it. Oh, okay. Hey, Adrienne, I'm gonna use your pan. Do not use metal on it. Oh, I used it yesterday and you said that to me. You've said it to me every time the pan is even referenced. In my mind, this pan had to cost like $500. Like it must be this newest technology. And so finally the last time that I said, I'm gonna use a pan. Do not use metal on it.
He was like, how much did this pan even cost?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was like $40.
$40.
Costco
What?
just makes amazing products. Yeah, I think it's like some dupe for like Caraway or something. I don't know.
$40.
Maybe like 45.
The amount of protectiveness effort.
And that was shipped.
You
could
put
get it
into-
cheaper in the warehouse.
I thought it was some amazing like alien technology
It
that had
is.
never been, that was so expensive. It was $40.
Yeah.
I think it's cheaper than a normal pan.
It might
I
be.
don't know how much pans cost.
But it's so cute. It's like off-white and it has gold accents.
Do not use metal on it.
Don't.
What happens if I do?
Oh.
Like, well, is it scratching off the protective coating?
Yeah.
Or is it just an aesthetic thing
Well,
for you?
no, it scratches it and so then stuff will stick to it now. Also aesthetic. Because then it has a scratch in it. Gross.
Do you know what? I'm going to reveal something to you.
Did you already use metal on
I
it?
didn't use metal on it, but what was I making? Oh, it was when I made the Smokies.
Will end you.
Well, I just went to stab one and it, like I touched the metal and I was like, oh no. And I like cleaned it to see if there was a mark. There wasn't. But that one insane thing for me to do, to worry that much.
Okay, what an insane thing for you to do after all the times that I've said don't use metal on the
Well, I
pan,
wasn't
and then
cooking.
you immediately go and you use metal in the pan.
We had
It doesn't matter if you're cooking with it. If it scratches it, it's scratched.
I know, but it was a huge bowl of delicious wieners.
Why would you do this to me?
Well,
Why
I
would you
just
do
was-
this to us?
I was stabbing it.
Our trust is gone.
And I was trying to stab without hitting, but you know my strength. I can't always control it.
Oh, yeah.
You know my strength. I can't always control it.
Yes. It must be really
Let's
hard
try
for
answering more sincerely now.
you. After you use
But
metal
I
in my
I
precious and
barely
most
touched
sacred
it.
of pans.
I barely touched it with metal. I think you can handle
Okay.
being touched by metal.
Okay.
But you put such a complex in my brain that I was freaking out about it.
Okay, well, you should not be cavalier with the metal next to
Well,
the
then why
pan.
don't you buy us plastic forks like I asked for?
Okay, one, we do have plastic forks. We do available. It's in the Lazy Susan. I told
she?
you I have a system.
Who's Susan?
Stop it. And then we have silicone everything.
Not forks.
Okay, fair. But we have silicone,
Get us some silicone
serving
forks
stuff.
so I can stab wieners out of this
Why
pan.
couldn't you just put it in the bowl that you already had?
Because it's nice to put it right into your mouth from the hot pan.
You already had a bowl of these little smokies.
Yeah, but they get cooled off. I wanted a hot one.
Then put more in the bowl.
No, then they cool off in the bowl. I wanted to stab it.
Jordan, your reasoning does
Eliminate
not
the
make
middleman.
sense.
Eliminate the middleman.
You already have the middleman. It's already dirty.
Yeah,
You're going to have
eliminate
to
it.
put it in the dishwasher. Just
The
use
middleman-
the freaking middleman.
the
So you're
middleman
not
cools it off.
using metal on my $45 pan.
Hey, listen to this.
I'm gonna
Listen
order
to
a
this.
couple more.
I eliminated the middleman, so I used some metal man.
That's not even remotely funny.
It is, though.
No, you laughing at it is the funny part.
Anyway,
Thank you for confessing,
I don't
but
use metal
also you
on it.
shouldn't have.
I don't use metal on it, but
No,
I'm
just
so
in it.
I'm so not worried about it because it's $40 and not a
Stop.
$500 pan.
I just want to keep
I'm not
it
gonna
nice.
do. I'm not going to.
You're grounded from the pan. I'm
Don't do
sorry.
this to me.
I have to.
Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Don't do it to me.
It's already done. It's done.
I'm gonna go take a knife to it right now.
Oh my gosh. I will end you.
A plastic knife.
I will end you. And you know what?
What if I got a really
Your mom would be on my side for this one.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Tammy Macon's opinion matters.
This pan is over. You've ruined it for both of us. It's your fault.
I haven't ruined it for both of us. Just for you. This is my freaking favorite pan.
I know.
Seriously, I'm going to go get some
It was
more.
just funny that it was $40.
Okay, this pan is so cool that when my friend and her husband came into town and stayed with us for a while, they went out and they bought it because they were like, this is the best pan we've ever used.
But it's $40.
45
I'm just
if
saying
you
the
have it shipped
effort
to you. What a
put
bargain.
to protect it was just disproportional.
Why does it matter how much it costs? It's a matter of what is the value in our lives. And the value is high for me.
I love it too.
Well,
And I would never hurt it.
You can love it from a distance
And
now.
I love it more than you love it.
How could you? You take that back.
All right. I think we should wrap this episode up.
Okay. So we can as soon as you apologize.
For what?
All of the actions that we've already discussed on this podcast. The metal on the pan, you trying to make my brother feel seen, understood, and empathized with, and letting him out of his room.
A lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So?
You were going to apologize to me
No,
for being
you're
mean?
apologizing.
You're apologizing for being mean?
No, and you made fun of me and said I look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I didn't say you look like James.
I already get Yo Adrienne all the time. That's like a Rocky reference. And now I have to be compared to The Rock too.
Only if you keep wearing it, which I wish you would, because it works for me.
There is not enough time in any podcast situation to unpack that statement and how that makes me feel.
We can keep recording. Do you want to go into it? Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry that I touched it with metal, but I don't think I should have been as stressed about it.
Okay, that's not an apology. You shouldn't say I'm sorry and then immediately put in a but.
I think I should. I'm sorry that I did that. You should be sorry that you gave me such a complex about it for a $40 pan.
No, it's about the value in our lives. We've already gone over this, Jordan.
I know. Will you just say if you smell my wife is cooking and then we can end it?
No, 'cause I'm not going to do the head back. La, 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 la.
Do it. Just do it.
Okay, you do it one more time like the real way?
Because if you smell la 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 what the Rock is cooking.
Okay, I'll do it. Can you smell la 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 what the wife is cooking in the non-metalified Costco pan? Thank you.
Okay. We'll see you next week.